have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be,
Wow, these dark circles are impressive. Good morning. It is officially the start of my final week in Tucson. It is October 23rd, and right now I am off to teach my Saturday power yoga class. I'm excited, but also very sad that this is the last class that I can say, see you next week. So, let's go. Sunday. I just got back from teaching my last Sunday yoga class. It was nice. There was a few regulars. A few regulars didn't show up, and I'm like, where are you? Am I gonna see you before I go? And a friend brought a few of their friends, so it was nice. Now I need to get everything out of my apartment that isn't staying, basically. I need to get everything in the garbage that needs to go in the garbage. Tomorrow, though, I think I'm going to the mountain, so I'm excited for that. It is now Tuesday, October 26th. Yesterday, as you kind of saw, I spent the day up on Mount Lemmon hanging out with my friend. So now today, we got to get back to business. I taught a yoga class this morning, last minute substitution. That was nice. And then I worked out, and now I need to see if I can disassemble this dresser and see if I can get it out of my house by myself. And then I have a friend coming later today to go to a yoga class with me. Wow, I'm doing a lot of yoga today. What's new? Anyways, this should be fun. Before anybody comes at me saying I should try and repurpose this, it's gross. And one of the drawers was broken, so don't at me. Well, I just came home from my last yoga class with my favorite teacher. Told her goodbye. She told me she was proud of me for what I was doing, and I wanted to cry. Now I'm cooking what I think is my last dinner here in my apartment because this is going to make a lot of leftovers, and I'm only here for 4 more nights, so yeah, I'm just kind of taking it in slowly. It's really funny because I hated this kitchen, and now I'm just like, oh, this is the last time I'm chopping an onion here. Like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, we got some bell peppers, some chili peppers, some onions. Sorry, I hit the camera. Some cilantro. I need to cut that. We're making black bean soup with black corn tortilla chips. Finished my soup. It was very good. Now I'm just watching some YouTube videos. However, I'm sitting here watching the video with Spanish subtitles. And as I'm reading them and understanding them, it's another reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because there's been lots of things within the last, week or two here in Tucson that have made me feel like, oh no, am I making the wrong decision? And am I leaving, a life that's good for a life that's uncertain? And I am, but that's okay because uncertainty doesn't always have to turn into negativity. It can be something good. And as I'm sitting here watching the video in Spanish subtitles, it's another reminder, I'm going para practicar mi español. Necesito practicar. Y yo sé mucho, pero no tengo, ¿qué es confidence? Anyways, as I'm watching this YouTube video, one of the subtitles says, tomar grandes inhalaciones. And I'm just like, ooh, that's a phrase I could use in teaching yoga. And then it just reminded me of oh yeah, I'm going to Panama because I want to be a bilingual yoga teacher. It's not because I'm running away from something here in Tucson. It's not because the life that I have here is bad. It's great. It's just I want to have this skill and I want to have these experiences, and I guess I just kind of have to remind myself of that every time I start to panic. That even though it's a big change also comes with big changes internally, and I'm really excited to see what that's like, Anyways, I have a list of to-dos for tomorrow, but I will think about that tomorrow because right now I'm going to relax.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, Alright, it is now Thursday. I think it's the 28th of October. Yesterday I packed up 2 boxes of my dishes, which was very productive, and I'm happy that I did that. And then I went on a sunset hike with my friend, and we got very good food afterwards. And then I went to my other friend's house, and now I just finished teaching my first yoga class of the day. Had to say goodbye. It was very awkward. I was like, have a nice weekend, have a nice life. Now I have to go home and tutor on Cambly, teaching adults English. Basically just having conversations with some of my best friends today. It's for my all-time favorite students. So if you're watching this and you saw me on the 28th, love you. But this is my last day tutoring on Cambly before I go to Panama, and once I get to Panama, I have to test my internet and see if I can still do this online tutoring. I'm like 99% sure that I can, so fingers crossed. Because that's my main source of income. So it's a really fun job. I honestly really want to do it for as long as I can, as long as I'm talking to people that I like. I feel like it would be interesting to do a sit-down video and just tell all of the cringy stories that have happened in this job, because I feel like some people would just be like, why do you like it? Anyways, that was a little bit of a tangent, but now I'm gonna go home, probably have some coffee and a muffin, the best muffins ever. I will link the recipe down below, and I will not forget editing Alana, please. But yeah, then I might do some more cleaning, hopefully I need to, and then I have another yoga class tonight at 6:30, so I will insert B-roll as needed. So I have finished tutoring for today, and I scheduled out my videos for the month of November, at least the first, 4 weeks. And based on this calculation, I need to film one more yoga class here in my apartment. Was I planning on doing that? No.
Am I going to use it as a chance to film emotional release yoga because I need it myself? Yes. So I'm going to film that and then continue cleaning up around the house a little bit before I have to leave to teach my in-person class. It is now the next morning. My in-person yoga class went really well. It was really sweet. A lot of my regulars came. 3 friends were there. We chilled in the steam room and the hot tub after. It was fun. Reminded me of how introverted I am though, which is kind of one thing that I am nervous for going to Panama is like, I'm gonna be living at a hostel and living around a bunch of people, and like, I'm just very used to living alone, and it's very apparent whenever I hang out with other people that I'm like, oh, I need to re-get used to people. So maybe this whole hostel living thing will help me out a little bit with that. But anyways, it is now Friday, October 29th. I leave tomorrow, and I still have a lot of work to do. So this morning it is about 11. I got a late start, oopsie. A friend came over and took a bunch of my stuff though, so I am very grateful for that. Less stuff that has to go in the garbage because my garbage man still hasn't come, so might have to drive around town to find a dumpster later, but that's later's problem. I have until about 6 o'clock tonight, and then I'm going to have a nice dinner with said friend. So that should be nice. But lots of work to get done before I can do that. So I've never been happier to see the garbage man. I just have a little bit of paper to recycle. I actually saved some of this newspaper from when I moved into this apartment because I knew I'd be moving out, but somehow I ended up with a lot extra. I don't know if I just got rid of stuff or what, but recycle. Me and my very, very full car are now headed to Goodwill to donate almost everything that I have. I'm even more impressed that this fit into one carload.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
So as you can see, my apartment is almost empty. I've gotten everything out that I wanted to. I just had my friend help me get the desk out, and now I have to get ready to go meet that same friend for dinner. I just told him that I really wanted to get that done before I had fun tonight, so all that's really left is to throw away the last piddly shit and pack my suitcases. Alright, I will probably put in a few clips from dinner and then I will check back in with y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. I'm not panicking at all. It's not like a giant life change or anything. Okay, I'm late for my date, but I gotta make jokes first. Yoga teachers on dates be like, oh my god, look at my shoes. Alright, I'm actually gonna go now. I'm actually really scared by my arms rewatching that. Like, who is she? Okay, goodbye. See you later. It's the final day. I just got back home this morning and my apartment is very empty. I have to go teach a yoga class at 10 a.m. and then I get to come back here and finish all of this. Yay. This apple that's been in my fridge for ages is really coming in clutch because I remembered to save half a bagel for breakfast. However, I forgot and donated my toaster to Goodwill, so I have no way to warm my bagel. So apple it is. Also, some of you might be wondering, Alana, why would you go on a date the night before you leave town for 3 to 6 months and possibly even more? The answer is the first date 2 months ago was not supposed to go this well. But I'm grateful it did. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I've learned a lot. It's really interesting how, like, spending time with other people who are very, like, different from you personality-wise makes you learn a lot about yourself. I love it. Like, today I came home after coffee this morning, and I walked into my house and I saw how empty it was, and instead of immediately negative self-talking to myself and being like, oh my gosh, there's still so much to do, I sat back and I was like, wow, I got so much done yesterday. Good job, Alana. And I just like stopped and started sobbing, because normally when I talk to myself, I'm like, dumbass, or like, that was stupid, or like, just very negative comments. And this guy that I've been seeing is very kind and positive in like a genuine way. And so it's really made me recognize how I talk to myself. It's very interesting. Anyways, I need to finish my apple and get on with my day. You know those sappy ass quotes that are like, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Dad, this isn't fun. like I'm here at Choose, you can't see it, there it is, to teach my final power yoga class. Here at Choose, I mean, I'm still gonna be teaching yoga, that's something to look forward to. I'm gonna go back to listening to music for the last 2 minutes before I have to clock in. Wild. I'm totally smiling under this. Yeah. That post-yoga sob, though. Oh my god. I went to lead my final 3 deep breaths at the end of class, and I was like, in 3, 2, 1. And then I started crying, and so my friend who came to class kind of took over leading the breaths, and I was like, thank you. My manager came, she was crying. Now I don't want to leave this room. So I think I'm just going to cry and vibe to music for a little bit, if I'm honest. Okay, it's been a while. I've been panicked trying to get everything out of here, but I just want to show you guys a final run through before I take my shower and pack up my last few things. I don't think I've ever been this panicked or stressed in my life. Alright, final walkthrough. Bathroom, clean. Shelving unit, clean except for that. Bedroom, clean. Wow. Living room. And kitchen. It's actually done. Now I just gotta go drop off my key and drive to Prescott. Goodbye, house. I'm officially homeless. Still not sure how I feel. A little panicked, but I'm gonna end this vlog here and start the next vlog of the 4 days of travel to get to Panama. So stay tuned next week, traveling to Panama.